So hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. And we're gonna carry on with our Let's Make a Game in Unity series, and this week we're making some cool looking asteroids. So let's get into that. Go ahead and subscribe for more great videos like this one. Alright, so let's start off with hiding our planet and sun because we don't need them at the moment. We just want to focus on our asteroid, so let's create a new sprite and name it Asteroid. Alright, so let's just center it and then change our order layer. Just move it down a little bit because we want to see what is going on. Alright. Yeah, so now let us just drag our circle onto it so we can see what our asteroid looks like. And I pressed F to do that, to just like zoom in. Alright, so we want to scale it down quite a bit because we want to make it really small. Asteroids have a tendency to be quite small. Okay, so we're just going to name it Asteroid Outer because we're going to build on top of it. Okay, so let's create a folder called Asteroid because it's completely separate from the planet. And then we want to create a folder inside called Materials. And then let's get our first material and we're going to name it Asteroid Outer. And we want this to be a really dark kind of brownish color. So I think a really dark kind of color. So I'm gonna make it 34, 24 and 0. That should be a nice dark brown. There we go. Let's just drag that onto it. Yeah, that's perfect. We don't want to be too dark because otherwise it would just blend into the background. And then we're just going to change this name to Asteroid because it's our middle layer. Okay, so we're just going to scale it as well. This is going to go on top of the outer layer. And then we're going to just change the order layer to 10. And then we're going to make a new material just called Asteroid. And this we just want a lighter shade of the same kind of brown color, but just really much lighter. Yeah, I played around with some values and this color really looked nice to me. So I went for it. If you want to change your colors, you go for it. But I just really like this kind of whitish brown color. Or let me rather say light brown color. Alright, so let's make an inner now. So these are going to be like little rings inside, so we want to make them really tiny. Change the order layer to 11, there we go, so we can see it. And we want the same color as the outer because, well, it just adds to that depth effect. And now to add to even more depth effect, we're just going to give it a little bit of a background. And that color we're going to make even darker. So just call it inner background and then just make it like completely black. Yeah, maybe a little, nah, just make it black, completely black. Okay, so we're going to change the order layer so that our background is behind our inner and just scale it up slightly, just very slightly. And then we're going to drag our asteroid color, and then we want to make it completely black. And now we're just going to copy and rotate. Alright, so here we use the W, E, and R keys. So W to move it around, and then Command D to copy and paste, and then we're going to use the R key, and then we're just going to resize them like that. Kind of looks like a little face. Not anymore. Alright. yeah, just scale things up and down, and you can just do whatever you want here. There's no precision or anything. There we go. Just move them a little bit further apart so it doesn't look too like cluttered in the middle. Oh, wrong thing selected. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That looks cool. Okay, so now we're going to take the outers and we're going to make these little bumps. Just slight little bumps. So just copy and paste basically. And then we're just going to rename it. Detail. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to change. The order layer will remain the same, but we're going to change the scale. So let's make that 0.1 and 0.1. And then we just, it kind of needs to be smaller. Yeah, let's make it like 0.05. There we go. And now just copy and paste again and move them to your heart's content, just so it looks like an asteroid. Yeah, just move these all around. And one more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks cool. Quite like that actually. Let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so now we want to put everything into a container. So we'll just create an empty and name it asteroid. Just center it and -2 because we moved it down earlier. And then just move it into the container. And there we go, we have an asteroid. So now we can move the whole object and everything will move with it. And we can rotate and yeah, that's it. Now we can make a prefab of this. So we just take our asteroid and drag it into our asteroid folder. And there we go. We have a prefab. Cool. Okay, so now we can press play and everything should be working and it does nothing. Exactly, boring. So let's make it look more interesting. So we're going to go to our prefab and then we're going to right click and then we're going to say create particle system and let's just center that and you can see it looks crazy but that's just because of the size. Let's make that 0.1, 0.0. There we go. Everything 0.1. Awesome. But now it's still too much. It's still too far. So we're going to change a few things. So duration 1, lifetime 1, speed 1, and size we're going to make 2. And then we want to scroll down to the shape. We want it at 1, the angle. And then the renderer we're going to change to stretched billboard. Now it's kind of facing the wrong way. So we need to scroll to the top and then just move it down a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to change the color over its lifetime. So color over lifetime, just tick the box and then click and there we go. So bottom left we're going to choose red because that's what our starting color should be and our end color is going to be black. There we go. Kind of gives us a really cool effect to make it look like it's flying with really flamey. Okay, so add another particle system and we're going to center that as well. Change the rotation and scale as well. There we go. Duration, same. Start lifetime 1. Speed. This time our speed is going to be a little bit slower. Actually, I think the other one is also 1. And then let's make it orange. Yeah, like a really cool orange effect. Shape, we're going to make 1 as well. And this time we're going to leave our renderer as it is. And then let's hit play, see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So now it actually looks like a flaming ball of asteroidness. Because cool. So let's just tick pre-warm because we want it to start off when the game plays starts off like that. And then there we go. Yeah, that looks really awesome. So that actually looks like a flaming asteroid ball now, or ball of flame. Yeah, cool. And then let's just change our particle system name. So we're going to call it asteroid fire effect, and then asteroid burn effect. Yeah, there we go. And then let's just rearrange them because the one is behind the other one. So there we go. Perfect. Okay, so as we can now see, our asteroid can move, but here's the problem. So Unity 2D sees that forward is X and Y is up. So at the moment, our forward is Y and our up is X. So we need to change that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create an empty variable called Android rotation control. Move it right to the top, just underneath asteroid. And we're going to put everything else inside of that container. There we go. So that's going to be the parent. And then we're just going to change it to -90. So now our X is going to be our forward, if you look at that. If you look at the top one. There we go. And that's exactly the direction we need to move in. So that's just a quick fix. It's nothing too crazy, but everything will be set up properly now. Awesome. So let's quickly do a quick test. This is just to check if everything works properly. And yeah, it looks like it is. Just zoom in a bit. Yeah, that's perfect. That is really perfect. Okay, let's bring in our planet and our sun. And then we can see what it looks like with the sun and the planet revolving. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I hope your guys' asteroids are also looking awesome. So first step, we want our asteroid to face our sun. So let's create a new script. Let's call it asteroid controller. Let's open that up. All right. Oh, something happened there. Okay, there we go. So let's just take everything out. And now we need to get a reference to the sun. So we just want its position. So we're going to say public transform of the sun. So we want our asteroid to be able to face the sun from anywhere. So we're going to put in a start function. We're going to put in a vector 3. We're going to call it direction. And we say equals. So we need the sun's position. And then we're going to minus our current position, which is the asteroid's current position. And that will give us a distance. Now this will determine our direction as well. So then we put in a variable. We're going to get the angle of that change. So we're going to say math.attan2, which basically converts angles into radians. So we need the y of our direction, and then we need the x of our direction. And then we're going to multiply that by mathf dot radians to degrees. All right, because we're working in degrees, because we aren't like super scientist people. So transform.rotation. Now we're going to set our rotation with a quaternion dot angle axis, because we have our float and we have our vector 3 axis, which will be forward, because we changed the x to be our forward. So angle and then vector 3 dot forward. There we go. We just want to change the z value with our rotation, and then we can save that. And let's go back in to Unity. I'm going to go to our asteroid prefab now. And from our scripts, we're going to drag our asteroid controller, Android controller. And then we just need a reference to the sun. Yes, I know this would be better to find the sun automatically, but for now, we're just going to tell it where the sun is. There we go, and that looks like an asteroid flaming towards the sun, which is exactly what we wanted it to do. Yeah, so now we can actually move our asteroid anywhere in the game, and we can hit play and it should rotate towards the sun. There we go. So it doesn't matter where you put it, it will always face the center where the sun is located. Okay, so we want to control our asteroid with scripting. So we need to add a component. So let's go to the prefab, rigid body 2D, and turn the gravity off completely. And then let's go to our scripts and go to our asteroid controller. Now we can put in private rigid body 2D, make sure it's a 2D, and we're just going to call it RB. So now we need to get that component, so this .game object, because it's connected to the asteroid. So we can just reference this game object, and there we go. So now we've got that component. Now we need to control it. So let's make an update method, and in there we're going to add a velocity to the rigid body. So we're going to say transform dot right, because that is our x, and then 0.5f, and then we can just save that, and then let's hit play. And there we go, we can see our asteroid moving towards our sun. And now we can make as many asteroids as we want. So let's just copy and paste a few asteroids. There we are. Yeah. Let's get a few asteroids out there. Just move them a bit further away because nothing happens when they hit the sun at the moment. We'll get to that in next week's tutorial. And there we go, the end of another tutorial. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you really enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I just want to say welcome to all our new subscribers. Welcome, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.